Hey guys, Marty here. Welcome back to Snappy Videos. This is the 5th episode in our 10 years in Digimon World 1 challenge. We're getting close to the end of the first year. In this episode, we're going to be taking on days 21 to 29. If you're new to this series, go check out the first episodes right here. Alright, so last episode, Dave died. We were sad. Dave had done a lot of hard work for us, recruiting and destroying many Digimon. But we did hatch a new Digimon. We now have Carl, but he was only a baby, so we have lots of work to do before he is of any use to us at all. This is the annoying thing about your Digimon passing away. It takes such a long time to get them back to a point where they're actually useful. I went and spoke to Vegemon, but we'd already collected today's meat. This honestly didn't matter right now, as this little guy wasn't going to be eating the sirloin just yet. The small meat was all he needed. We wandered into Agumon's item vault, and I gave him most of the items we weren't going to be needing right now. I then went to the item shop, saw our monochrome mate, and purchased a truckload of meat. It's only $50 digital, and all K-Dog's gonna need for a while. It was training time, but first, Carl had the munchies. We smashed a heap of health training, then did the tiniest digital dropping. It sounded pathetic and rather wet. Carl fell asleep, and we hit the gym for some more health training. We were there for like 5 seconds, and he was munching on my meat. Then, he digivolved. This form isn't really too big of a deal, but we are progressing. We continued training, but this time we trained our attack stats, right next to Dave's shit, which I think motivated him to do his own shit. We rushed off to the digital long drop. We picked up our daily meat, we're going to save these for later, and then we went back to the gym. We grinded up our stats even further, ate some food, then passed out, gazing at the stars. We woke up and was straight back into training, no messing around, until, of course, we had to shit. The rest of day 21 was more of the same. We spent it getting our stats up as I wanted to get Patamon. Damn it, Carl, why did you shit there? Carl couldn't control himself. He enjoyed brain training way too much and dumped his arse load right on the ground. That's gonna stay there, Carl, that's not going away. Then, I got scared. Did I yell too loudly at our little friend? He wasn't moving. He froze. Was he dying? Or digivolving? Who were we going to get? And we got Patamon, just what I was after. The stats were pretty bad at this point. If I wanted to get something nice as a champion stage, I'd need to put in a fair bit of effort. Even battling at this point would be quite a challenge for us. So we continued training, took a massive Patamon-sized shit, gave our little dude a Pat-amon, and picked up our daily ground meat. Things are looking up for us now. Not long and we can get into the world and start recruiting Digimon again. We took a nap and got stuck into some more training. I had a pretty good idea of who I wanted Carl to turn into next. Oi Carl, get your head out of there. Sorry, where was I? I have an idea of who I want next, but that's a secret and you'll have to find out very soon. And maybe comment below if you have an idea of who you think I might be going for. We smashed out a heap of health training, did another shit, and trained a variety of other stats. Carl fell asleep and continued training. We spent a lot of time training, fixed up his attacks, and hit the shops for some shopping therapy. We got ourselves a heap of HP and MP restoring items, because it's battle time. Our first battle was pretty easy. We did use a lot of MP, but we were doing a nice amount of damage. Luckily I picked up heaps of restoring items from the shop. We went from battle to battle. Our attacks were pretty bloody strong. Carl said he was ready to take on every Digimon at once. What an idiot. He became exhausted, so I took him to see the doctor and have it rest. Once we had our stats restored, and Carl wasn't tired, we set back out into the forest and collected some mushies, and we took on the natives. These battles were pretty easy, but I knew we still weren't ready to go recruit Digimon. We still lacked a lot of power. I wandered around the forest for ages. I wanted to make sure we completed enough battles to digivolve. Gaboromon was a little harder than the last few battles. We even fell on our ass, and he hit us with a massive rock. We had heaps of items, so it wasn't really a worry. We defeated him and kept wandering around, taking on several more Digimon before returning back to rest this little guy. But on the way, he fell asleep anyway, and he was now good to go back out fighting, which we did. And this little caterpillar actually got a few good hits in on us. We came back at him with some pretty big kicks and made him run away like a little scared caterpillar. We found his other caterpillar buddy and took him on too. I had to laugh when Carl threw a massive kick and missed, landing on his back. Idiot. We got turned into a V-pet and all of our attacks were missing. We sent this green guy packing with another big kick. Carl was hungry and froze again. He was digivolving. What will I get? Is it going to be what I wanted? Will it be a shit Digimon? Will it have 4 legs, a horn on its head, and a Cyclops looking helmet? Yes! I got my Unihorse. Just listen to the sound of this majestic Digimon walking around. He is so cool. I took him to Centuromon for a checkup. I didn't want him getting mad horse disease or the horse flu. I shoved some meat in his eating hole and we set out to get our daily meat. We have ourselves a Unihorse. But now, we need to train his stats up to take on Ogremon and finish what we started. Oh, and recruit loads of Digimon. It was time. I get to witness a unicorn shit. It was unreal. He made a horsey noise and all. This guy rocks. I was honestly not expecting this much from Carl. But now, I think he might turn out to be better than Dave. Rest in peace, Dave, you bloody legend. We trained speed for a while and actually imagined Carl running in a horse race. What if he won the Melbourne Cup? These are all possibilities. We trained a load of stats, then let this unicorn sleep. He even sleeps in a cool way. When he arose from his slumber, we finished off a little bit of training, did some dumpies, collected our daily meat, and had a chair nap to recover this majestic Digimon from fatigue. A visit to Monochromon led to a lot of items being purchased to supercharge this Unihorse. We set out to find our arch nemesis, Ogremon. On the way, of course, finding some forest mushrooms. We got to a drill tunnel and a creepy guy who looked like he should be on Star Wars appeared, freaking out about something in the tunnel. I knew it could be only one annoying Digimon. Ogremon was here with his band of lowlifes causing trouble. We entered the cave. I wanted to ride in on Carl's back with a sword, but we didn't have a sword, and Carl said he just washed his coat and didn't want to get it dirty. Of course, Ogremon was there with his Agumon mates. We talked, and then got straight into it. It was rumble time in Drill Tunnel. Carl was ready to charge. He took several hits straight up, which made it very hard to get an attack in. He belly flopped several times on the ground like a broken horse. Eventually, Ogremon took out both of the Agumans, and it was just the two of us. Carl back kicked in the air, then threw his special unicorn tornado looking attack at our green ogre enemy. I went through a few items just to keep him in the fight. Ogremon snuck up behind me and smacked my brains out with his club. Although brains didn't come out, just a heap of rocks. Who would have knew that's what was in there? To add to the pain I already had, Carl decided to kick Ogremon right through my head. What is this? What is going on? The fight continued as Ogremon still had a lot of health remaining. We slowly wore him down and finished him off with our special attack. Ogremon cracked it like a little child, but eventually we talked him into joining the city. We galloped down to the lava bed and spoke to Captain Drill a Hole with my face, and he had finished drilling his tunnel. He was happy to join the city, and we now had a shortcut that we could take later. We are cleaning up now we have this Unihorse on our team. Who else can we recruit in this episode? By this point, it was day 27. Centuromon healed Carl. I fed Carl. Whoa, easy boy. I forgot to keep my hand flat while feeding him and nearly lost a finger. It was item time, because where we're going, we're going to need every item we can get. I spoke with the old man Digimon and found out our prosperity rating was now at 26. Not bad, but we still have a lot of work to do. We still have just over 9 years to go on here. Plenty of time to sort this out. We went through the jungle and then over the invisible bridge. It was time to go exploring a certain cold place, of the frozen variety. Friesland was our destination and we were pumped, until someone was tired and wanted to take a sleep. He laid down, burped, and bam, we woke up and it was the next day. We entered Friesland and saw Ice Devimon folding his arms again in front of the fire. I avoided any battles coming through the first bit, which was good, but then I accidentally got into a fight. Luckily it was with someone weaker than the Ice Devimon we saw before. Carl could smell the frozen shit nearby and wanted to leave his own scent. Good timing as we were close by the shitter. I snuck past another Ice Devimon. Just kidding, they both tried to fight us. Carl kicked them as we ran away and tried again. Surely the second time I could get past them. Nah. The first one got us. Carl kicked, I ran and it was attempt number 3. Third time's a charm, right? Yeah, it was actually, and we found a mushroom too. We arrived at the Ice Sanctuary and looked around, revealing a hidden path under the statue. After entering with my Unihorse for protection, we got into a battle, but old mate got stuck in what I would later realize is actually the path I was meant to go down. But we couldn't actually hit him, so we ended up running. We came back in and I found an item and then a room full of training equipment. We tried them once each, then searched the room, but we couldn't find anything. I soon realized that the place that Digimon was stuck before was actually the other secret path that I needed to follow. We went back and went through the path. Unfortunately, we came to a point where we had to battle. Normally this would be okay, but we were low on health and low on recovery items. We used a few items, but realized this was not going to be achievable. We left to head back to the city. Our stats were low, so a battle on the way back could mean certain death. And what did we do? Ran into the first Digimon we saw. We ran away and tried again. Take 2, nah, we stuffed it. We ran away again. Take 3. I got past the first one, the second one, and bam, the third one as well. We went out of Friesland and were on our way back home. We crossed the canyon top and went back through the jungle. And damn it, another fight. I was trying to avoid these, but we unicorn kicked this little dragonfly and we were on our way pretty quickly. Carl worked up an appetite and took on another dragonfly, this time winning, but he injured himself. We rushed back to Centuromon, who put him on a mystical blue circle and fixed all of his injuries. We took a nap in the clinic before we could get back to our mission in the Ice Sanctuary. We had some things to take care of. Firstly, a shit. Dude, the toilet is right there. Don't you make stupid horsey noises at me. I yelled at this dumbass horse, and then we moved on with our mission. I raided my stash of items with Agumon and stocked up on what we could afford at Mono's shop. We were going to take on this Ice Sanctuary and recruit another Digimon. We did some horse tricks before leaving the shop and heading on our way. We got to the canyon top before getting into a battle. We didn't take too much damage, which was really good. We got into another battle and destroyed him, doing a crazy horse dance at the end. Here we go, Friesland. Now to get through without a battle. The first bit was easy, we didn't run into anyone. The second bit, nah, we stuffed it. I ran away. Time for attempt number 2. I got through and straight through to the next area. It was time to make the last run. This one's a bit harder because there's 3 of them walking around pretty quickly. Nah, stuffed it on the first Digimon. I ran out, we went again, attempt 2. Let's do it. I got a Shroomy and we made it through. We went inside and made sure we had our game faces on. Well, Carl was actually wearing a mask. We snuck in, past the annoying Digimon guards, and made it to where we got stuck last time. We fed our horsey and went into battle. Carl was ready and he wanted blood. He was straight up knocked onto his digital ass and then kicked me in the face. We were off to an interesting start. I threw a heap of items at him and was starting to do some damage with our massive Unihorse back kick. We ended up frozen, waiting to do our special attack. We defrosted and threw our massive attack at him, almost defeating him. We won, but we'd used a large amount of items. But I'm not turning back. Surely we can do this next bit. How hard could it be? Well, it turned out it was actually a 2-on-1 battle. Garurumon was here, but honestly, for most of the battle, he was just cutting laps up and down. We took a heap of hits and used a lot more items. We were doing damage, but we were taking a lot of damage as well. It was special attack time, but nope, someone hit us and actually cancelled the attack. Things were not looking good. Our items were low, and they both still had a lot of health. We got close to defeating our Icy Ogre friend, but Garurumon still had lots of health. I now had no health restoring items and only MP items. We took out Mr. Ice Ogre, and Garurumon only had 500 health left, but we only had 200. We hit him and his health was getting low. But then, he destroyed us. This battle was so close, but we lost. I ran away as I couldn't stand to look at what happened. We were transported back to Gigimon's house and lost a life. It looks like we're going to need to train a lot harder to be able to defeat this area and recruit the next Digimon. And we'll finish the Ice Sanctuary in the next one. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe to not miss the next episode.